Okay, my microphone stopped working on me, so I just have to talk a little louder than normal. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to talk about cults again. Some of the things I know about cults, and I'm pretty much an expert on cults. Anyway, one of the things about cults, people have a misconception that cults are these small groups of people. It's some crazy ass family, living somewhere on the desert, or they move to a foreign country, or they're like Jim Jones, or yeah, Jim Jones, Charles Manson, Heaven's Gate, Jonestown, that kind of thing. It's like this is an interesting. It's People magazine. So this is kind of what people think that a cult is. It's like they associate it with these kind of people. There's some interesting pictures in here. Anyway, so it's like the thing is, what you really need to know about these cults is that it's like, yes, they're cults. It's all about control. It's like that's you have, if you had to describe it in one word, it's about control. So anyway, what I wanted to say was like cults aren't necessarily little small groups of people. It's not necessarily a crazy family of seven out in the wilderness somewhere, or it's not necessarily like Jim Jones. It's not necessarily 100 people or 1,000 people or a few thousand people. It can actually be millions of people, and it can be a billion people, because what cults are about is about control. If you don't have free will, the big picture is if you don't have free will, that in an organization, usually they use religion as a means of legitimacy. But it's like if you don't have free will, and if it's punitive, if like you don't obey their rules, if they're punitive in any way, shape, or form, that's a cult. You're in a cult, and I don't care if it's 10 people or a billion people. You're in a cult. So yeah, God, whether you believe in God or not, He gave us free will. So if you don't have free will, and hopefully you're doing good and great things in your life, being good to people, being kind to people, and that's part of free will. But if you don't have free will, you're in you're in a cult. It's like if they can punish you for breaking their rules and make your life miserable, and just it's like then you're in a cult. That's just straight up cult. And that's like I was going to show you a few more pictures. It's like got some crazy pictures in here. False idol. This is actually a very good special edition of it's True Crime Stories special edition People magazine. So this is good, and this is good to study this kind of thing, because if you're in any kind of like religion or a group of people, lots of times it's like a business kind of thing, but usually they use the religion to be legitimize themselves to people. It's like, yeah, it's like here's the Waco thing. There was just a special on TV about Waco. More about Waco. So anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about cults and let you know what I know about them.